welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Meg and thank you for checking out my channel. In today's video, I'm just going to be sharing with you 5 effective ways that I care for my dry, curly hair. Now, these tips will apply to any sort of hair type because they're just generally healthy and natural, and they make sure to keep your hair in tip-top condition. Okay, so number 1 is to use a wooden hairbrush. Now, you actually need to make sure that the bristles themselves are 100% wooden, not just the handle, because otherwise you won't get the full benefit out of it. But basically, plastic conventional hairbrushes are really quite harsh on our delicate hair strands, and when we brush through, they actually snag the hair, and so they cause breakage. I personally own a wooden comb and a wooden hairbrush, and they also have the ability to distribute your scalp's natural sebum, and so you just generally know you're being much kinder to your hair. Okay, so number 2 is to use silk or satin pillowcases and scrunchies. Now, I personally have silk pillowcases on the bed at the moment. They were a Christmas present because they are quite expensive, and I really value them. I don't often buy things that are pricey like that, but they were a gift. And they are really quite amazing. I had some satin ones before that that weren't as good, but they were better than cotton. So basically cotton is quite a drying material with regards to our hair and our skin, and actually silk pillowcases are better for wrinkles and keeping us looking youthful for longer, but in particular they generate less frizz because there isn't the friction that you would get with standard fabric pillowcases. I also use satin scrunchies because conventional hair bubbles or hair bands, they actually, much like plastic hairbrushes, they actually snag your hair and cause breakage. So silk or satin are much healthier ways to look after your hair. So number 3 is to avoid soap or shampoo on our scalps, or at least try to shampoo no more than 2 to 3 times a week. I have been on a no poo journey, it's called, for the last 2 years since I started out on my green quest. And I've basically, over time, trialed and errored many different things. Trialed and errored, I'm not quite sure if that's a word. But I've tested a lot of different things, and I've also learnt along the way what's better for my hair. I now actually co-wash, which means conditioner only washing, and I am absolutely astonished at how well it works. I didn't have the confidence to take the plunge before, but I have now, and I'm really pleased that I did. But that's for a whole other video, which I hope to do at some point in the future with regards to co-washing and how I specifically wash my hair. But with regards to this point, basically shampoo is, particularly soap, but shampoo is really quite drying, and it strips our hair of its natural sebum, and so then the scalp ends up overcompensating, and therefore your scalp gets greasy much quicker, and so the cycle continues. And then to make up for the drying effect of shampoo, we then have to put a load of conditioner as an extra second step. So just to try and avoid soap or shampoo altogether is fantastic, or natural alternatives. But if you desperately need to shampoo, then try to keep it to a minimum. I only wash my hair once a week, and it's in much better condition than it's ever been before. Number 4 is to keep our split ends trimmed. Now, this is nothing new. Everybody knows that a good haircut is the best way to keep our hair looking healthy and feeling healthy. I cut my own hair at home, mainly for financial reasons. Obviously, at the moment, unfortunately, we're all in lockdown, so that's not been possible anyway. I do a unicorn style, which is really appropriate for curly hair because even though I'm not very good at it, curly hair is quite forgiving. I do hope to do a video more specifically specifically on how I cut my hair at home in the future. But basically, another way you can keep on top of your split ends is just to literally, you know, go through them individually and just snip any split ends that you can see. It's not, you know, it's not as efficient as a full proper trim, of course, but actually the only way to cure dry looking split ends, which actually reminds me I need to do this myself, is to keep the ends trimmed. You know, all the other tips in this video are just general ways to maintain healthy hair, but actually once you have a split end, it will just grow further and further up the shaft of the hair, and the only way to sort that out is to cut it off. So yeah, keep on top of your split ends and your hair should look in tip-top condition. Finally, number 5 is a cold water final rinse. Now, this is interesting in the winter, but basically it involves, you know, at the end of your washing routine, however it is you choose to do that, basically for as long as you can bear it, just, you know, pop your head under the shower and just run purely cold water. Now, it isn't particularly pleasant, but it is a really, really good way to seal the hair, to seal the cuticle of the hair, and therefore, you know, it's softer, your hair looks healthier, and it's a great, I guess, complimentary way when you're already having a shower to just keep your hair looking healthy. So there you have my 5 top tips for less breakage, less frizz, and just generally healthier, softer looking hair. I hope you found these helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and also please subscribe to my channel too. Thanks so much for watching, take care and stay safe. Bye.